I chose this video because I think out of all your rants of the day, this one is my personal favorite. So let's just go over it. If I can hold this and control the TV. Let me see. Let's try.
And I'm not allowed to be proud of that fact because there's my family constantly belittling and putting me down and telling me I have nothing to be proud of. I've never done anything in my life. But you know what? I overcame your bullshit.
What bullshit, Mary? What bullshit did I do? Let me tell you what I did. You, for years, was on YouTube trashing the family. Um, I had no problem with that. You could have carried on because we don't make scenes. That's your job. But the minute you wrote your book and put it out there full of, it was trash, just pure trash. Your lies, they began to bother me. And the more I had to keep up with you because for years you've threatened me. You have threatened me for longer than you've been on YouTube. So what bullshit? The bullshit that I came here to expose you for the liar you are, to help others expose you for the liar you are. That's the bullshit you're talking about. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's just not going to happen, dear.
I'm not going to be the same person you are because I'm not the same person my mother was. When my mother died, it was as a result of decades of alcohol abuse. I have another aunt, well, great aunt, my grandmother's sister, who died from decades of alcohol abuse. I had another.
No, you're wrong. Your mother did not die from alcohol abuse. You can order the death certificate if you want to. You are her daughter. You could get it, and you'll see. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just not going to. As far as the aunt you're about to talk, your great aunt you're about to talk about, I've already told you yesterday what she passed from. Yes, she was an alcoholic. She had every right to be. So did my mother, and so did her sisters. I don't know why you think you're just so superior than everybody. The hell they went through, you'll never even understand. You can only read about it in books and steal it. But she did quit drinking. And when she did, probably a year later, I suppose, I think it was about a year, she was diagnosed with a rare cancer in her stomach, which her father had, which apparently is in the genes. Some people, you genetically are susceptible to certain types of cancer. And she died pretty rapidly. Like I said yesterday, you might want to go get checked on that one. Can't tell you the name because, we're not doctors. Because every cancer has a specific name, and I couldn't tell you what that was. And then let's just go on to your next lie, okay?
Great aunt who died in a car accident. She was drunk. Kathy herself was in a very bad accident with our Aunt Martha because they were on drugs.
Wrong. The aunt you're talking about that died in the car accident, she was on prescription medication. I believe, I'm not going to say what it could have been because I'm not 100% sure. She fell asleep and wrecked and died. And I have never been in a car accident with Martha. Ever. It never happened. She was in a severe car accident. And yes, she had quite a bit going on when she wrecked. She was doing 110 miles an hour, coming here to see me, actually. You don't know how much that bothered me that she wrecked coming here. She hit a concrete barrier, bounced off of it, hit some construction barrels on the other side, got flipped around, and ended up in an oncoming ramp on the interstate. Yes, it about killed her, but she lived. and she went to jail for 1 night for a DUI. So get your facts straight. You know, that's your problem. You just make it up as you go along. You don't know anything, and you never listen to anything. Why do you do this? Why do you lie? That's why I am here, is because you are a liar. Why don't you just get right in facts and spew the facts, not the lies? Why do you do that? Do you think you look better because we have alcoholics in our family? We have family that were drug addicts. Not like you, though. They all worked, had functioning jobs. Not like you. You're a piece of shit. You depend on the government to provide your drugs. Let me tell you something. There's not a lazy person in our family besides you. You're it. No one else has ever asked anybody to do something for them. No one else has ever asked anyone to buy drugs for them. And no one else, and the ones that were, they have gotten help. They have gotten help. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. You can dig in my past, and I'm going to tell you what you'll find. You'll find that I have nothing like that in my past. Whatever prescriptions I was on and I chose to quit taking was of my own choice. Was it hard? Oh, yeah. But I did it myself. I didn't want to take pain pills. Not for migraines. I just didn't. After years of it, I just couldn't do it anymore. But that's just me. Now there's others, yeah, you know, you're right. There's people in our family that have had problems, and none of them were like you. In fact, they weren't. Your aunt you like to talk about, the one I was the closest to, she took herself off of fentanyl patches. And if you don't think that's hard, you need to check into it. But she did it because she just didn't want to be on them anymore. You know, you are such a pathetic loser. You see everything as a way to help you become a bigger victim. And the reality of it is the entire family are stronger than you will ever be. You are 100% correct. You will never be like us. You will be back on the street when, I don't know, and you'll be back begging for help on the street, just as you always have been. You're going to get kicked out of there eventually. And I hope I'm around to see it. I really do.
Drugs and alcohol are normalized in my family. So the fact that I've been fully sober of everything but marijuana for
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you are never fully sober until you have nothing in your system. When you give up the marijuana that you think you need, then you're fully sober. If you never drink again, never smoke marijuana, you're fully sober. You'll be 100% sober. But until that day, don't come on here and act like you're on some kind of moral high ground. And please don't ever put yourself in my category. You'll never be in my category. You will never be me. You will never be my mother. In fact, you'll never be like your mother, because at least she was a mother. And you'll never be that. All you do is lie about being pregnant, like you did when you enticed Kenneth to get rid of Roberta. You told him you were pregnant, and then you told everyone, oh, I miscarried. You even went to visit your grandmother because of the miscarriage, and then you went back. In fact, you know, I found a funeral paper the other day that I had, which is dated in 2009, which is the aunt you claim, you know, was on drugs and wrecked and died. Her funeral, actually, it was hers. You've talked about it before. I'll get it out and show you the date on it. Because, see, I was trying to place that. And that was right around the time, I believe it was right before you escaped Kenneth. Ironically, you were at that funeral. You drove yourself to that funeral. I'm not sure if Kenneth was with you. I don't remember. I drove your grandmother because I went down there for that funeral. How is that possible? You are such a liar. Why do you do this? Why do you want me to continue to discredit you? I will never understand that. And while I'm at it, let me kind of brush on this real quick. You made a video where you said, oh, I don't want my family hurt. I love them. But guess what? I don't care about you. I don't care. You are not family to me. Look at you. You are so freaking disgusting. Why in the hell would anybody claim you as family? Friend don't even want to be your family. Look at him. Just sitting there with you made him with no arms and legs to get away from you. You're a pathetic human being. No one wants to claim you. I'm here because I couldn't take it no more. I'll stay until I can't take it no more. And there is nothing you can do. Your protection, I don't need your protection. I don't need your protection. Do you understand that? Not at all. I am very, very capable of protecting myself. I have plenty of protection around me. You don't, but I do. Don't offer your help for me. I don't need it. You're the one attacking me. So if anything ever does happen to me, it'll be you. And I hope the authorities see this and come after you. Let's turn the tables, okay, little bitch? Because I'm the big bitch. You will never be a big bitch. You will always be just a snotty, nasty little bitch. You think you're so smart. And you're smart when it comes to criminal activity. But as far as overcoming and overpowering me, you're as dumb as they come. You're as dumb as that thing you're holding in your arms. Put that damn thing down. You look hideous. You're a grown woman. Try acting like one. Give it a shot. Let me just end this. I will come back because I have a little bit more to say to you today because this has just begun for you. This is not going to end well for you. Promise you that. And there is nothing you can do to stop me from going on a vacation on Sunday. Now you keep ranting and raving and you keep watching because I'm going to give you clues all the way and see if you figure it out yourself, which I doubt you can because, see, it wouldn't matter if you did. You would lie. You're going to lie. You are going to lie. Go try to get a restraining order. A restraining order for what? To prevent me from going on vacation? You're crazy, but not in the way you want to be. You think, oh, I have millions of videos. Mary, there are just archives of videos. You threaten AP, you threaten Original Al, you threaten me. Now today you're flipping back and forth. You don't know where to go. I guess you thought that I had taken you and just calmed down and thought, well, she'll take my protection. I don't need your protection. You don't have no protection from me. There's nothing you can do to hurt me, and there's nothing you can do to come at me, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. My apple juice will travel. I'll show you tomorrow when we packing it up. But Sunday's going to happen. You can't stop it. A restraining order cannot stop me from going on a vacation. I have never been in trouble. There's just no reason why I can't travel the United States when I want to. There's no reason why I can't go to any cemetery I want to, if I want to, or any beach in the United States I choose to go to. So you have no say in my life, none. Not at all. Did you go get them scissors? Did you go get some scissors? You need to get on that. You know, you go from one thing to the other. See, I'm going to stick to what I say. We'll chat more later.